Okay, I'd just like to do a review now of my Invicta Pro Diver. This is the Invicta Pro Diver 9937 model. So this is not the cheapo $80 wonder that you see on Amazon. This is the better version of this. So it's a little bit different than all the other reviews you see. I've only seen a couple of reviews of this thing on there, so I figured, hey, why not put one up? In short, this thing is far superior to the other Pro Diver. You know, basically every way. So first of all, this is has a Swiss movement in it as opposed to the Seiko NH35. This has a nicely decorated rotor, Salida SW200 with a very nice rotor on there. The other upgrade is the bracelet. This part's all stamped, of course, but this here is milled, or at least appears to be milled. The other bracelet is all stamped junk on the other cheaper Invicta. This one has push pins still, though, and also the bezel on this is far superior. We'll get into that in a minute. So first off, let's talk price on this one. Without a discount, you know, it's usually around $200 to $300 US, I think. I live in Canada, so I didn't buy this using US currency. I bought this on Black Friday on Amazon for what converts to $170, you know, US, so around $230 Canadian, which is a really good price for this. Really good. You know, totally worth it. Obviously, if you're not into the homage thing, then you're not going to buy this, right? Or if you're somebody who hates everything that Invicta makes, then yeah, don't buy this, you know. But for what it is, it's a good quality watch. Build quality is good, as I said. It's much better than the other Invicta. Honestly, like, build quality on this thing rivals my Glycine. You know, I would have never thought that. The bracelet is really good. It's moves nice. It goes flat with the case. It doesn't hiccup. There's no sort of quality issues with the bracelet. The only negative, I guess, would be is that it's friction. It's a friction clasp here. So yeah, but it works so much better than the other one. If you look at my other video, I had another Invicta that I switched to a glide block bracelet just because I hated the other bracelet. It was very hard to disengage. It just felt like crap, so I didn't wear it. This is different. This is much better. The bracelet is excellent. Really happy. It's polished in the middle, brushed on the outside, polished here. You size it with clipping pins, and you know, Invicta stamp there, and yeah, really good. It's really good. The dial is exactly the same as the other Invicta, I think. The magnification seems the same. The hands are the same. Yeah, it doesn't. Some models I've seen online say Swiss movement down there, or some old ones I think said Swiss made. This one does not. So I think the case is the same. I don't know. Bezel action is surprisingly really good. Like, again, I think it's better than my Glycine. It's better than a lot of Seikos. Right? Like, it's super smooth. It's accurate. It's easy. My other Invicta was tough to move. It was very, very tight, and as you would get up to this point in the other one, it was almost impossible. I would have to put my hand on it and do this to turn it, like it was just shit. So this one's far superior. The crystal on it is also different. The other version, the cheaper version, has just a mineral crystal on it. This one's a flame fusion crystal. Whatever that is. From what I understand, people have commented that it's sapphire coated mineral crystal, similar to Hardlex, or you see some other watches with that type of technology. Whatever, it's not sapphire, but I've had no problems with it. I wear this watch kind of as a beater, if you could say that. I don't know. I try my hardest to have a beater watch, but I never treat my watches poorly, so yeah. I don't really have any problems with this watch except for one thing. Look at that. Can you see the 50 on there? There's a bit of overspray on the aluminum insert. So that's not perfect, but I didn't really care enough to return it to Amazon. Just doesn't really bother me. I'm going to probably switch it out for a ceramic one day, just kind of messing around with this watch. Or maybe I'll sell it, I don't know. In any case, it didn't matter. One thing I do wish too that Invicta would change is I wish the markers on here would be a little bigger. The loom on here is okay. You know, it's just a little bit better than the crappy Invicta, the cheaper model. But it's not the best, honestly. It really doesn't last very long. It's bright. It's, you know, as with all these sort of cheaper loom on watches, that's bright for a little bit, but then it dies. So finishing is pretty good. Like I said, the bracelet's nice. You know, you can see the maybe you can't see on the camera, but there's sort of, you know, you can see the brushing there is a little rough, right? Like it's not super smooth. You can see the lines. They're not all going in the same direction on each side, but you know, for 170 bucks, I don't really care. Where it's polished, it's nicely done. Invicta logo there. Of course, with a sleeve movement. It's hacking. Sand winding here. Date change. And hacking. So, yeah. It screws in nicely. Really good. Again, it's just a little bit better than the other Invicta. Everything on here is the little step above, which I appreciate. Protruding lugs here, which kind of bothers me a little bit, but yeah, also I don't like this very much. You know, I don't know a lot of people that do, but you know, what can I say? Like, if you can trash Invicta the brand, you know, with their ridiculous prices, inflated prices, that really bothers me. But their quality of their watches are good, you know. Even if you feel some of their crazy ones, like I've felt some of their crazy watches before just for the hell of it, had some clearance stores like Winners and whatever, and you know, they're not too bad. For the prices, they're okay. They're not really terrible quality, like the reserve ones are okay, but again, their designs are completely nuts, so not for me. But overall, this Invicta with a Swiss movement is good. It's a good watch. If you're looking for homage that's cheaper, which I was, you know, maybe one day I'll get that Rolex Submariner, but I can't rationalize $10,000. I don't even have that money to spend right now, so, you know, I just wouldn't do it. I couldn't even imagine wearing something that expensive around. I don't like scratching this, let alone something that's $10,000, right? So, but this will hold me over for a while, and, you know, for a homage, it's a good price. I don't want to spend a lot of money on an homage. Like, those Phoebos ones are like $400. The, what is that? The Jeannot one is really expensive too. It's over $1,000 US, and I live in Canada, so I get really beat up by the exchange rate. So, in any case, if you're looking to I just wanted to show an overview of this watch. It's good quality, you know, for what it is, it's really good. So if you find one of these on sale for a good price and you want to check it out, do it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So, yeah. Until next time, thanks, guys.